All right, hello. Welcome back to On the Team Bus, where we bring you the stories and adventures of the riders from Team ODZ. Each episode, we hear from a team member and get to know them better and hear their stories on and off the bike. Today, we've got a special guest, all smiles. Let me bring him in. We've got Mr. Dr. Quan Nguyen. Good morning, Quan. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, man?
Excellent. Yeah. It's been a minute. So we are actually really good friends outside of ODZ and Endurance Lab. So this should be a fun chat today that we'll have together. So why don't we tell the audience a little bit about you, about where you're from, who you are, that sort of thing. Oh, and I'll get this shared out while we do that.
I'm from Southern California in the Riverside, Corona area. Not too far from Jason.
Not too far. Not far enough sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm an optometrist in OD. As an ODZ. Been practicing for 4 years. Been riding since 2006.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Started with fixies, and because they're freaking cheap and easy to maintain. And then once you wise up and your knees, break in half, right?
Yep, pretty much.
And you lose all the cartilage down there. Then you switch to road bikes, so you get gears. But now I'm like an old man, 35.
Old man, you.
No, how long have we been Zwifting? 4 years now, I think.
Yeah, about the same. Yeah, maybe we could tell a little bit about that story, how that got all started. I had met Quan at an optometry networking event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Way back when. And we had got to talking about crit racing and a couple different things. And he was sharing his stories there. And we were like, oh, we should ride together. And I don't know, maybe you tell your side of the story. I've told my story several different ways. So how do we get on the Zwift specifically? How about that?
I think what happened was, we have a lot, we work a lot, right? And we don't have a lot of time to spare. And I don't know about you, but I feel guilty when I'm away from the family for too long. So I was thinking, let's get a trainer, train at home. It's like a home gym. And get really strong. So I think we started out like, oh, hey, call me on the phone while we're using golden cheetah or I think and then Zwift started in beta mode.
Yeah.
And then we started getting on Discord and people started joining us. And, just built up into this big crazy thing. So
super.
That's how I started.
Yeah. I mean, it was something that, as far as I was thinking, it started us just riding around and trying to emulate some of the rides that we had kind of outdoors, right? Like wanting to, get some chatting going on and kind of chilling, and then have some segments essentially to be able to kind of push ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So with that, that became. I think we did a couple races in Zwift, and I think I guess questions come from what you mentioned a little bit about as far as indoor cycling and what brought you there as far as like having your indoor gym. What are some of your goals or some of your things that drive you to do majority of your training indoors?
Well, before it was, I wanted to do a lot of crit racing and road racing. So I just wanted to, I'm all about I don't want to waste time. So I just want a good workout, get me the intervals to get where I needed to be to get the fitness I needed. But I think I'm done with the racing for a while, just because I don't want to crash.
Yeah. Have you had crashes? I know we've had a lot of guests come on talk, share their stories about crashes. You've got your crashes stories.
I had a crash in like 2013 or 2014 that on what's it called? San Dimas stage race on like the third day because the roads were still wet from the rain.
Yeah, nuts. I remember that year.
Yeah, and I only broke my rear derailleur and snapped the spoke, but the guy behind me broke both wrists. He broke several ribs, and he brought his his lightweight wheels, those $2,000-3,000 wheels. And I was like, man, what if that was me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this for Cat 4, Cat 5 racing. This is stupid.
No, I know, totally. At the time, you were racing with the team at that time.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. I think that was True Cycling at that time.
Yeah. I brought in a couple fun photos from winter camp that we'll share here with True. Maybe you tell us a little bit about that. That was in January 2015. I think, if I remember, weren't you like super sick before or after this? What was it? I forgot.
I would get sick back then. I don't know, but that was also when I just started working, and I just had my son, and so it was a difficult transition.
Yeah, crazy time for all of us during that. So how was it riding with an in real life team, and how do you feel that differs with kind of your online community that you race and ride with now?
It's no, I think it's fun. I mean, riding on the trainer is way different than riding outside, because you gotta deal with the elements, right? Whether it's cold or hot and whatnot. So even though I would be really fit on the trainer, there was a race I did in Marietta, and it was like 110 degrees, and I was like, all right, I can do this. And I ended up cramping in the last like 2 miles. Everyone just takes off. I was like, all the hard work. But so I think like the trainer is one thing to deal with, but you gotta go outside at least once or twice a week to help yourself deal with elements. Get some melanin in your skin to protect yourself from sweat and burning. And just get used to it, because when we're on the trainer, we're not always like standing up. We're not doing all-out sprints the same way that we do it outside too. So
So definitely, so a good blend between the two. You feel like I think it does. Being here in Southern California, it does take us off the roads. And what I like to tell a lot of athletes is that we get a lot of our hard work done indoors, but then we practice a lot of our skills outdoors. Do you feel that's true here?
Yeah. You gotta
we always have those guys that are doing intervals off the front of our group rides. So none of us like that. So I think it's a matter of making sure you're getting your fitness somewhere else, and then enjoying the time when you do go out. An ever-evolving part of all of our setups or indoor cycling worlds is like our Pain Cape setups. I know you moved a couple different times, but where are you at right now as far as your setup and kind of where it's at? Quan is likely to be known in the middle of the driveway with the garage up and just in the middle of the driveway Zwifting, so it could be anything for him.
I thought about it just for the extra elevation right there, but no, I'm in the garage. I remember, I don't really have pictures of the time Haskell and you were here.
Oh man, I do.
But that was a pretty bad setup. So that old one was a Kurt Kinetic using their power curve or whatever.
Oh yeah, virtual power.
The riser was like a phone book.
Yes. No, but but that's like our world, like at crit races, that was what we did, we warmed up on trainers, and it was whatever you had in the car. That was like what we were using at the local crit race, right?
Yeah. But now I have my I bought a Wahoo kicker, the Generation 4, and no problems on that yet so far.
Nice.
What was it? Oh, but I also have my power meter actually reading the power on that.
Yeah.
So
it tends to be.
And that's connected to my laptop. And I have dual screens there.
Nice. So you've made the transition from virtual power to a fluid trainer with a power meter to a power meter with a smart trainer. So you could really speak to kind of all the different types of power sources. Do you feel like each offers something different, or do you feel like what you have now is pretty much the standard? Like everyone should have this because you're going to get the most out of the time you spent indoors, because you're really big on that.
Honestly, I had the kicker for probably a month and a half now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was worth the money.
Yeah, it's a truthful answer. It's funny because myself, I was online. I was on my Kurt Kinetic as well with a power meter for a long time. I felt I got a lot, and we've got a lot of riders. Justin Wagner, one of them, just newly getting into smart trainers. But I think power meter is like the threshold, and at that point, if you're on a smart trainer or not, you can really get the most out if you're spending the time looking at your power. I think that time is spent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And so, I guess talking a little bit about on the bike, what are some things that you like to do off the bike? Like, obviously we work, we see patients every day. We're learning that game. But outside of work, what do you what do you feel like? Quan's flexing there. What do you like to do off the bike?
My old love before cycling was rock climbing.
Yeah.
So I'm making a comeback to that. So I do a lot of bouldering. So right now, like, I don't know if you know the different levels, but it's probably more mid-level, like V6, V7 type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it really helps cycling. It's just maybe with the core strength, but
yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't seem like a lot of cyclists have like strong arms and stuff.
Yeah, I think strength and size are different, right? You want to be strong but not bulky. That's the key, right? But I think with what you do for rock climbing, it does build strength because you're lifting body weights at different angles. And nice. This is a Quan's cat.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So you're lifting body weights at different angles and that sort of thing. And I think you have a lot of load, tension over time under load, and I think that's important there. All right. So we talked about in real life racing. So not doing much crit racing anymore. What are you finding your kind of drive right now as far as cycling is concerned?
I'm just trying to keep the weight around here, and I just want to get my FTP back up to around the 290 range. So I think I'm around I think around 260, 270.
Yeah. So what does that put you watts per kilo if we're talking numbers here?
Probably barely over 4.
Barely over 4.
Probably 4.1, 4.2.
Yeah, and you feel 4 is a good place for your size and what you like to do. Like, always bigger numbers, right?
It's better than nothing, and we get to ride, and we're not going crazy. Like the whole work-life balance thing. It's good now.
Yes. I think definitely a balance between the two is important. Yeah, absolutely. And so between that, at least with more time, being able to spend more time on the bike and doing other things, I think is important. With the rock climbing and obviously family. You have family, right? Mm-hmm. You like to share. Tell us a little about your family.
Let's see.
She's like, which one?
The one in Vietnam. My son, he's in TK, so transitional kindergarten for no one who knows that. He's in Taekwondo. They want to put him in soccer.
Nice.
They want to do all these other activities. And, actually, he just learned to ride without his training wheels.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome.
We're gonna get him a bike with the handbrakes.
Handbrakes. Yep.
It's hard to stand up.
On a coaster brake.
So, because I took him to that skate park.
Yeah.
In Lake Elsinore.
Yeah.
Terrible time. All the kids crashed into him.
Oh, really? Really? Everyone crashing.
Yeah, everyone crashed into him because he didn't know how to stand up.
Got it. I got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then with Steph, same old. She's hot as ever, and she's working out still. She's
gonna hate you for that. I won't see. I'm nice enough. I didn't pull any pictures of Steph because I know Steph, so I know she wouldn't want the picture up. Yeah. So I didn't even post a picture. You don't want people to know what Quan's wife looked like.
She's shy.
She's great though. She's great. My wife and her get along really well. So, all right, excellent. So, looking at that, about bikes. I know you've gone through a couple different bikes, but what's in the stable now, and what are you liking, or what are you thinking about for the future for bikes?
So I have my bike from the previous team I was on Team Aloha. It's a giant TCR Advanced. I haven't upgraded it yet. I still have my Trek Amanda.
Oh, you do?
That's my climb. Yeah, but nice. it's a great climbing bike, but I don't like it for sprinting. It's too noodly.
Yeah,
It's pretty light. Yeah, it's nice and light, but
noodly
also
bikes.
yeah. What else we got in there?
Any of
I
your
have a fixie.
old bike? Yeah, that's any single speed. I feel like there should be someone. Everyone has one lingering around somewhere, right?
I have Steph's. Yeah, I have Steph's fixie in there somewhere, and that's it actually. I'm trying not to, have too much wasted money, and I'm selling all of my old stuff now. So I sold my other Pioneer power meter that I
Oh,
wasn't using finally.
and
I'm
so
gonna
what?
basically
And
clean
then
that up.
you went back to stages. What are you? Oh, what power meter are you on now?
Oh no, I have the other part. I have a Durace Pioneer
Oh,
now
got it, got
instead of
it.
the Tiger.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Excellent. Frank Soltis has jumped on to the live stream here. He goes, "Doesn't Quan have such a sexy voice?" And he said
trying to, try,
he's trying to stay quiet. Everyone's asleep at his house.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just sleeping.
this is ODZ time. This is 4 to 6 o'clock, and he misses you. Hasn't been with you in a while. Our team dentist, right? Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right.
isn't he on like some other team now?
Oh, is he? I don't know.
I saw a different tag on his name.
Oh, it made a bit. Was it dirt? I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. Tisk tisk. Bill Shanker. Bill Shanker's just jumped on board. Say good morning to you, Bill. We'll have to have you on on the bus here pretty soon. All right. So back to Quan here. Favorite indulgence post workout or after a hard ride. Favorite thing to have.
Well, I actually, you know what? I usually have some hummus.
Hummus. Are you kidding
Uh,
me?
I don't know, because I'll do hummus with sriracha
Oh, nice.
and some crackers, and it just tastes good. But that, like a guilty indulgence,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
probably within an hour or two, I'll probably have a beer.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes. With
but
that,
like,
he meant an hour or two from right now. He's gonna have.
yeah, breakfast of champions, breakfast of not champions. No, well, I'll use. I don't know what products you guys are using these days, but I'm using ESN
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
Yeah,
Still pretty
so
good. Yeah.
I'll use their protein.
Yeah.
So if it's a medium ride or a what do we call it? Maintenance,
Maintenance miles.
I'll just use like one scoop, so half the serving.
Nice.
But if it's a really long ride, like 50 to 100 miles, then I'll use the normal 2 scoops.
Two scoops. I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
just protein, and maybe I'll have some oatmeal after. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a post workout. So Quan's a big craft beer guy. Who's has his post workout. He gets he likes his beer. But you know what? Who doesn't, right? Do you like beer? I like beer. Everyone everyone likes beer. All right, all right. Moving on. So, your most memorable, a couple memorable virtual team moments. So, Team ODZ moments that have kind of stick out in your mind that you remember.
Okay, so I think in the beginning, before we we got all the events going, like official events going, we were racing with Casey Shum,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, classic. He's
And
legend,
yeah,
legend.
and
Casey, that's right.
and even David Bussey.
Oh, Bus.
That's when he went. Yeah, that's when we started.
That's when he was fast. Was that when Busty was fast?
When he almost reached 4.0.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
so. Um, no, I think it was just. I think that was like the one time I've ever beaten Casey ever in my life. But that was probably when I was on the virtual power. So it's probably cheating. The other time, probably when we were doing some like 2 hour event where we were racing,
Uh-huh.
and I think it was with Justin,
Mm-hmm.
and Justin was saying, "Oh yeah, most people they only train to race for an hour, so
Yeah.
everyone's gonna get destroyed around that hour and a
Yeah.
half."
Yeah, yeah,
And I did. I was like, I was out of water.
yeah.
I was like,
You're like, oh crap, I'm one of those people. Dang
yeah,
it, dang it.
my butt hurt, and I was like, yeah. So I cramped up and everything. Like, and who cramps up while freaking on the training?
Oh man, that's
I
nuts.
Yeah, so it hurt. that's pretty much it.
Yeah. How about in real life meetings of ODZ members? What have you got? You've got stories. We're kind of the mecca of people coming to visit.
Yeah, I think my two favorite are the cookie ride.
Nice.
We did
oh, yeah. Oh man, I was gonna pull. I have that picture. I'll pull that up. Yeah, that one is a good one.
Yeah, that because that was difficult. We had to bail, right? We didn't do 100.
There was a climb that the stop was not there, something like that, and yeah, a lot of people couldn't do one of the climbs that were available because the stop wasn't there. It was nuts. But yeah, I do remember that. I can go back to that photo. And then there's a ride that sticks out in my mind. Yes, that's exactly and that was a fun one. Ian was here. I'll pull up that photo while we're looking. Ian was here, and then Kyle, who's from what I understand now has converted to a runner. I don't know why you do that, but hopefully we see Kyle back. He was definitely a strong rider. But yeah, we got to do some of the classic climbs when Ian was visiting, and it was a fun time out there.
That was a good time.
You know,
that was probably one of the hardest rides I've done as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
You seem like you smiling the whole time, so that was good.
Well, the beginning, but the end, like it was freaking windy when we're going to the ski lifts. That was terrible.
It was definitely challenging. So this is one of the classic 3-level climbs that we've got here out in Southern California. For those that are local, consists of Glendora Mountain Road. Glendora Ridge, which is a long haul, 20-30 minutes. The first climb is like 40. The second is like they want to call it false flat, but it's a climb. It's like 2 to 4% the whole way for another 20-30 minutes, and then you can stop at the lodge, which I've got a photo up here. But we moved on and we went another 7-ish miles up to the Baldy Lifts, which takes another 45 minutes on a good day. on a good day. So definitely memorable on that. I do have another photo I wanted you to tell us a little bit about, and it was posted by Eric Min. So let me bring that up. And so tell us a little bit about this photo. It's us in front of their little green awning here. It's me, Chris Haskell, and you at Zwift Long Beach. Yeah. So we've got a couple. We've got John Mayfield on the far left here. We've got Mike McCarthy there standing next to me, and then the legendary Steve Beckett there on the far right.
I think that's when Zwift actually still liked us. So.
What are you talking about? They are for the community. They listen and to what we need and get us the tools to be able to do what we do. Without them, we wouldn't be doing what we do, right?
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying that was when it was fantastic between us because they would invite us to their office. They invite us to one of their like launching parties they had in not Santa Monica, somewhere in LA. You and I went. You remember?
Yeah.
No, what was that? We were just invited, and they were asking us questions about what we had, what our ideas were for Zwift, what we really do for the team. I think they were trying to get inside knowledge of our motivations.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see like early in their day before they really, really expanded and to what they are now. Because I see ads for it everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So we're coming up on time here. I want to respect Quan for his time. I know he's got a workout. I thought he was coming off of the bike for a workout, but as everyone knows, Quan starts a little bit.
I was almost late for this interview.
Almost late. I'm glad I text you. But we're gonna let him get off, get his workout in. Hopefully it'll be more than a couple miles. I know the teammates are gonna want to make sure I give you that little rib. And he's got his pre-workout in, so there's no not doing a workout because he'll be shaking the rest of the day. But I want to thank you for your time, Quan, and sharing your story. I know everyone else really enjoyed it today. So is there anything else you want to let people know about you before you go today?
No, I'm gonna make a comeback, baby.
Yeah,
Come
Quan.
back so Justin can't talk his crap.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Personal vendetta. So hopefully we can somehow transport Quan to team camp, and we can do a heads up. You've got till March. You've got 8 weeks. 8 weeks to prep. You can come out. We could do one race. You versus Justin. We'll give you domestiques. We'll get you climbers. 3 riders each, and we'll get you a lead out, and we'll see. We'll see what we can do in Arizona. How about that, huh?
All right, we'll try.
We'll see, just for a day. You drive out for a day. You drive 5 hours the night before, you race, and then drive 5 hours back. You'll be gone for 24 hours from Stephanie. You'll be good. All right, all right. Well, we'll see how that stands. It looks like Quan's a little wary on that, but thanks again for everybody joining us here on the Team Bus. We're bringing you the stories and the adventures of the riders and friends of Team ODZ. Thanks again, Quan, and everyone else. Have a great day.
Peace.
Thanks, man.